Believe it or not, Brittany was paid the most by modeling because others have a girl or a guy paying, but it's from the jobs. She was the most successful 20-year model based off a resume because they have it before it became a brothel with the agencies. So they were used by God, the 20-year artists who had it, along with 20-year producers who had campaigns, commercials, theatrical, had it outside of slave trade. So they're very blessed by God. She's more successful than the 20-year models with Ford, but also more successful than whoever won Miss World because there was sex trafficking with the pageants. And they were at the IMTA, stealing people's money who were aspiring, who could never be models or get paid for being a model. That's why they're with agencies. With Ford, they modeled for 4 years, and she was promoted to win for her country since she started 20 years ago. That's better than anyone who tries out for winning the pageants. So if they got it outside of sex trafficking, they were promoted for 4 years before that. It's the same with top models. They can't have ever have been with an agency before when they have to be aspiring to sign up for something like that. But she always said no to horror, any exploitive reality show, and said no to all sex trafficking. So God blessed her because she's a Christian. She was promoted by international magazines every day of the year for the past 20 years. It's not desirable otherwise for any sales. There's this huge sales network where they're not gainfully employed and they'd have to have a place to live and $15,000 a year every year of their life. So they need a top percentage paying. It has to be through the Christian Infinity Artist as a referral for the retail and sales network because it's sales for every business. Forbes. To not suffer plagues, they'd have to have their soul. The Christian influencers make the most because God blesses them with power. Brittany's soul is saved and going to the best heaven. In front of all of Forbes and the government, she has stem cell with all the best doctors in the world watching. It comes from angels. You can't worship the angels or saints, especially the Archangel Michael, because only Jesus can speak with the Archangel Michael's voice. And the healing comes from God. Worship God only, never the angels or saints. And you can pray not to, and God will bless you, to intuitively know God's commands and have faith and spiritual gifts to obey every command. You don't know the rules, but God's law is embedded in their heart, and God uses them to obey.